For this next question, when I first look at it, I think, oh, I can do this without really reading. But I do need to read because it says I'm looking for obstacles. And when I read the answers, the attention the crew received, that's just how much the film people paid attention to these fighters. The meeting with Sande Zieg at the airport. I don't know what that meeting was about. The response the forestry director gave Katie Addy. Well, again, I don't know what that's about. And the reason Erica joined the crew, right? So I'm going to look for those four things as I read. And each time I find those things as I read, I'm going to put number 27 there in the margin of the text. So I went ahead and marked the text when I did read because I wanted you to see how I would mark the text as I'm reading. See, these answers are not in order as they appear in the text. For example, letter B is in the first paragraph of the story or the article. Letter A doesn't really appear in the article, but it's kind of there on the last page. Letter C is in the second page, and letter D is just after letter C. So let me show you how I mark those, starting with the first paragraph. Sande Zieg was at the airport. She sees these women, and she says, I want to make a film about you. So this is number 27. And I'm looking for obstacles, which obstacles means things that hinder progress or that get in your way, right? Prevents or hinders progress, blocks your way, it stops your way. So this person at the airport, she's not stopping her way. In fact, it's a good thing. She's saying, oh, I want to tell your story. You're remarkable. And she's saying, you're great. So this is happy. So right away, I'm like, I don't think that's going to be an obstacle. I look at this one. Katie Addy was told by the forestry director that she was too petite to carry the equipment. You can't do it. So that's a sad face. This guy told her she couldn't do it. That seems like he's getting in her way. He's getting in her way. So this, yes, this might be the answer. And this is number 27. And then the next one says, Hinton needed a job to provide for her family and her young son. That's just matter of fact. She needed a job. It doesn't say that that was getting in her way. In fact, the reason she went and became a firefighter was because she needed a job. So this is neutral. It's neither positive nor negative for this thing. And then the last one, it doesn't really appear because even though it says they're nationally recognized for heroes, it doesn't say that it's because of the documentary. It says that in the documentary they're talked about, but it doesn't say that the national recognition, in other words, everybody knowing who they are, was because of the documentary. It just says that their service is recognized, and that's the whole crew. So that one is just a question that's in there. Plus, being nationally recognized wasn't stopping them from doing their job. So that being said, we go over here and we know that the right answer has to be the response, the negative response that the forestry director gave Katie Addy, that her needing to provide for her son is not a reason, that the meeting at the airport was not an obstacle, and that the attention the crew received was not even there. It's not real. So the correct answer has to be C.